Well, for the last week, the U.S. women's national soccer team has called Tampa Bay home. They're preparing for the She Believes Cup, which is a tune-up for this summer's World Cup. And as our Kevin O'Donnell tells us, the work starts here and will end here with the final game at Raymond James Stadium next week.
These are the top 23 women's soccer players in the United States. They're tuning up their game in Tampa in preparation to defend the USA's 2015 World Cup title.
This is an extremely important tournament for us, and we're going to be facing teams that we'll probably see in knockout stages of the World Cup.
A lot of these women have already tasted victory on the world stage, whether it was in the Olympics or in World Cup play. For them, there is nothing that tops playing for the red, white, and blue.
It's an honor, and it carries a lot of responsibility, which I gladly shoulder. I mean, I want to make sure that I represent this country well and do it with integrity. And so every day I get to put this uniform on and I get to stand out there with the national anthem. It's truly an honor.
So the women's team will be back here next Tuesday at Raymond James Stadium to take on Brazil in the final match of the She Believes Cup, with an eye on this summer's World Cup. The U.S. women's team has won 3 of the 7 previous World Cup titles and 4 gold medals in the last 6 Olympics. Their success far exceeds the men's national teams, which have never made it past the World Cup quarterfinals.
You know, I wish I could tell you the answer to that. I'm not quite sure, but I think that around the world there's not as much opportunity for girls at a young age to play soccer, to play sports in general.
You know, I think now around the rest of the world you see countries with pro leagues, you see teams with youth leagues. For a long, long time we almost had a monopoly on that we were the country that had just a tremendous infrastructure.
The women's team heads to Pennsylvania on Wednesday to begin the first of 3 She Believes Cup matches. It starts against Japan and wraps up in Raymond James Stadium March 5th against Brazil. Kevin O'Donnell, Fox 13 Sports.